Hi. Next part four of this little series here. And what I've done with my drawing here now is I've shifted the scale. We were actually using a scale of 1 is to 50 there, and I've shifted to 1 is to 100. Now, the reason I've done this is because obviously the view has to go on a sheet. And I'm going to open up my sheet like so. Actually, I'm going to delete that view. That was the old sheet. I loaded in our new sheet um, from the template project here. And I'm going to select this. I'm going to turn off the grid. Now, on this one, I'm going to take my working ground floor level and position it. Okay. Now, you can see at a scale of 1 is to 100, it's overtaking the whole sheet. So the solution to something like this here is to create what are called um, scope boxes. And so there are two scope boxes that have been created, one on the east side and one on the west side here. And in the properties of the view, you'll see you got scope box down here. So I'm going to hit the drop down box and I'll click building scope box A, and you can see. So it's like an independent crop box, if you like. And the scope box is actually a 3D box as well. So remember that. And I'll move that up here. Now, I'm going to take that little title, and you know me, um, I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to say on that one, on the edit type, not to show the extension line. Apply and OK. So I've got my referenced view in there. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is that you can see the size of the text. That's what I wanted to highlight here. So I'm going to do something with the text size. We're working on a scale of 1 to 100. We have to be able to read it. So perhaps the text sizes are fine, but I'm going to drop in here now and take this. This was the wall tag that we used. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift the description label out of here. And again, if I go into the wall itself, let's go into the type properties and then to the information data. So here's the description of the wall. Now we could use that note. That note will come in very handy, maybe at a scale of 1 is to 50 or a scale of 1 is to 20 or something like that. But at a scale of 1 is to 100, it's probably too big in this case here. And again, that's a decision that you're going to have to make on this. But you can see that we've got type comments here as well. So in the type comments, I'm going to, I might do something like, I could do a wall type 1 or a wall type 01 or something like that, and have the tag refer back to a note that's on the legend. And I could create a wall legend that would have more detail of the actual wall itself. And for that, I could use the type mark. So I could do that. In the comments in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this note here and I put it into the type comments. Right, so I've got a very standard 215 block wall sitting there in that. I'll go OK. So very simply and very quickly, what I can do is pick the tag, go back into the family, go back into the label, edit the label, and I'll take the description out and I will put my comments in. So there's my type comments. I'll move that in. I'll move that up to the top and make sure that's the break line between the two. So rather than a description now, it's going to go into the type comments. I'll load that into the project and I'll overwrite. Now, so what I'm getting there is a little bit more succinct in terms of the actual note. And I think that's a little bit better. So the decision that you have to make is really based on the scale that you're going to present your view at. And you can see that that's 1.5 text, whereas this is 2 mil text. So again, you can see the kind of difference if I come out here, and perhaps the 2 mil text will be better to read at that. Okay, part 5 coming up.